I'm just cleaning my Remington 700. This is the long range version and 300 Win Mag, and it's got a stainless steel barrel. What do I want to say about this? Well, I'm going to make some modifications to this. I got this gun, and let's see, what are a few things about this? Well, it comes with an M40 Bell & Carlson stock. It's got an aluminum bed in it. 26-inch barrel. Not a whole lot to say. It's got that X-Pro externally adjustable trigger, but I think we're going to get rid of that. And anyway, why don't we just have a look? So this gun doesn't come with a muzzle brake. Let's see if we can get that focused in there. Not really. There is a muzzle brake. Well, let's have a closer look. I'm going to include some video. I had a friend thread this 5/8 by 24 threading, and he actually made that muzzle brake for me. And boy, does it ever make this gun a pleasure to shoot. When I first got it, it was almost like a little bit too much gun for me to handle. It was not very accurate, it was a little flinchy, and it kind of hurt.
We'll come back to it in a minute, but I just have never really simulated to me from really we work our way around the room.
Okay, so what are we going to do with this firearm? Well, let's do a bit of an unboxing. Kershaw Blur in green. Now I don't know if this is going to work, but this is the Magpul 700L Magnum insert, so that would make this gun a mag-fed gun. And this is a Trigger Tech Remington 700 trigger. It's just the normal one, but it does have the flat trigger. Let's have a close look. Alright, so there's the Trigger Tech. That's just a straight drop in. You remove the action from the stock, knock a couple pins out, and that, you know, drift those couple pins back in, and you got yourself a trigger. This probably not going to be so easy. I kind of screwed up the unboxing of this. So basically, you get the well, you call it bottom metal, but it's plastic, and then you get a magazine. Now I don't know how compatible that is with this gun, but I know people that have made it work. That being said, I'll believe it when I see it, and I don't want to grind too much into this stock. I'd rather grind off this item here. So anyhow, we'll have a look at it and we'll see if we can make it work. So it seems I was successful in getting that to fit in the stock. I had to do a little bit of grinding in here, and then I just knocked the shoulders down just a touch on the outside of that. And actually I did that with sandpaper and not the rotary tool. On the stock, alright, so with the stock, I just ran a file here through this just to smooth out the sides. And what I used is I used the Dremel tool for just about, oh my, just the smallest, not even a 1/16 of an inch extension in here. And then I ran it just lightly along the edge, just again knock down some smooth, or knock down some rough parts. And then in the middle here, there's a big column of fiberglass. I got rid of a good chunk of that, and this fits. Now, obviously, it needs to be function checked, and there's a few things that need to happen for that to be declared worthy, but anyway, it was like literally 2 minutes with the rotary tool on. Less is more, and a hand file, which is a very handy tool. Alright, I'm going to get this thing, let me get the trigger in this thing, and get it put back together. So that's pretty nice looking. Let's see if I can just zoom that out a bit so you get the whole thing. You're going to get a little bit of white out from a strong light I have over here. But right there, that's the guts that we're looking at. That turned out better than I could have expected. I'm going to get this out to the range and give it a test and get you guys to see the results. In the meantime, let's look at some of the reloading components I'm using for this firearm. So we're going to do a little reloading for the 300. We're going to start off with our powder, 4831 shortcut. The reason I use that powder is it comes highly recommended and it was available. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to find a couple other powders and work around those, but I'm going to get one load worked up before I start messing around too much. The bullet is the Hornady Eld in 208 grains. 0.69 BC on that sucker. Here's one right here. They're good size, nice and long, and that's a Hornady case. And I'm I'm doing a full resize on the cases after every 2 or 3 shots. It just seems to feed into the rifle better. So that's going to affect my accuracy a bit, but it makes it much more functional in a PRS kind of shooting environment than having a sticky round in the chamber. Anyway, those are Hornady, and those are large magnum primers. I think I'm using CCI right now. Yes, I am. Formulation, well, you can look up your own loads, but between 72 and 73 grains seems to be the magic in this gun. They're cooking out of the chamber at about 2,900 feet per second. If I calculate right, they're probably supersonic out to a mile. Alright, well that was the group with the 73 grains. The top right hand one was the cold bore. The middle 3 had some potential, and then either myself or the load's just not that good. And anyway, a little bit of work with that, but I had a good group today with the
Looks good.
168 grain bullets.
You like it?
So the load needs a little bit of work. I think shortening the overall length kind of changed the harmonics. But, the mag worked very well. I was able to get all 5 rounds cycled very smoothly, so that was a win, and the new trigger is nice.